Hello people, welcome back to this YouTube channel. Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. In this video, I'm going to share more about the tools that you are going to need to determine the eligibility of the express entry process. So please do watch this video till the end and like, share and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Don't forget to click on the bell icon right down there to get updates about our new videos whenever we upload them. So starting with Express Entry was launched in January 1st, 2015. This immigration system is used to manage the application for the three economic immigration programs, primarily the Federal Skilled Workers Program, the Canadian Experience Class, and also the Federal Skilled Trades Program. The provinces and territories also do recruit candidates from the express entry pool through their provincial nomination programs, which you all would be aware of, PNPs, so which is also called PNPs. Under the express entry program, the system will the system will find your file based on the quality and answers that you give on your profile. If you qualify for more than one program, the IRCC, or also the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, will decide which of the under which program an invitation needs to be sent to you. um, you can choose to decline an invitation to apply if you are not if you do not want that program to, if you do not want or are not interested in that particular program. But if you do this, there is absolutely no guarantee that you would be invited again under a different program. So make sure you choose the whenever you receive an invitation to apply, make sure you choose the correct option. um, to be eligible, to find out if you are eligible or not for the express entry process, click on the link given in the description box of this video called as check eligibility for express entry. Once the links open, scroll down to the page and click on check your eligibility and find the required and fill in the required details there. So once I will also go through what details it needs to be filled there. And also based on the answers, the tool will tell you the programs that you might be eligible for. So be as accurate as you can with your answers. If you are eligible for express entry process, IRCC will give you a detailed list of instructions on what to do next. This also would include filling up the online profile as well. So do watch this video till the end. Let's calculate the eligibility requirements for express entry here. As you would be seeing that I'm in the IRCC website right now, and you would see the Government of Canada logo here. There are a few questions which needs to be answered, and based on your answers, the tool would give you a response whether or not you are eligible for express entry. Here are a few options. As you will see that anytime you want to start over again, you can click on this. If you want to print a copy of this, you can select this one, and for any help, you can just click on the help button here. So the first question is, which province or territory do you plan to live in? If you do not know yet, choose the province or territory you are most interested in. You would see that this is a required question here. Anytime it is said as required, you need to answer that question. So here I would select Ontario, as Ontario is the most sorted out province to migrate to, or most selected province, you would say. You can select any other province as per your choice and requirement. After that, you can select next. Here, now the next question is Canada's official languages are English and French. You need to submit language test results for all programs under Express Entry. Even if English and French is your first language, which language test did you take for your first official language? Again, this is a required question. From the drop down, I would select IELTS, as IELTS is the most again commonly preferred uh, language test, which most of the people take. You can select any other from the drop down if you have taken any other exam, and after that again next. Which date did you take the test? A required question again. You would select the test date. I would just select a random date here. Now the next is enter your scores for speaking, listening, reading, and writing. So these four categories you need to enter the details for. I would again select random values here, but you do see that you should make sure that you are selecting the exact values to get an appropriate answers, and also to avoid future rejections. Next, do you have other language results? Which language test did you take for your second official language? This is again a required question. If you do not have a second official language, just select none. If you do have, just select whichever exam you appeared for. The next question would be, in the last 3 years, how many years of skilled work experience do you have in Canada? It must have been full-time or an equal amount in part-time. So since I didn't have any work experience in Canada, I'll select none. If you have, then you can just select whichever is the correct option. During this period, which national occupation classification level is the most of the experience in? If you do not have any Canadian work experience during this period, please select none of the above. Again, I'll select none of the above. If it is not applicable or if it's different for you, you can select it from whichever other option is there. Next, in the last 10 years, how many years of skilled work experience do you have? It must have been continuous, paid, full-time, or or an equal amount in part-time, and if on only one occupation. Okay, so I'll select the number of years I was employed. In the last 5 years, do you have at least 2 years of work experience in these type of jobs, skilled trades? I didn't have anything in skilled trades, so I'll just select none for this question. Again, if it's applicable for you or something, then do select the correct option. Next, how much money in Canadian dollars will you bring to Canada? Select the amount which is applicable for proof of funds based on your family size. So I have selected that amount. The next question is, how many family members do you have? So I would select two, just me and my spouse. And then next, do you have a valid job offer in Canada? I did not have when I came to Canada, so I'll select no. The next is, what is your date of birth? So you just select your date of birth, whatever it is. I'll take a fictitious date here. Okay, the next question is, what is the highest level of education for which you have earned a Canadian degree, diploma, or certificate, or have had an education credential assessment? ECA must be from an approved agency in the last 5 years. Again, like I said before, that I would prefer having the language test done and also the ECA completed before you check the eligibility. Just in case you do not want to invest money on the ECA right away, you can do some research in regards to what your degree's Canadian equivalent would be. You can take online reviews or search Facebook groups for more detail. I would select your master's degree as I had already completed my ECA and it was master's. Next, check all that apply. So it says I have studied full-time in Canada for 2 or more years, not applicable for me. I have at least 2 years of full-time work experience in Canada, not applicable for me. I have a relative in Canada who is 18 years or older, again not applicable for me. The last is none of the above, so I just selected that. If any of these are applicable for you, just click on them and just click next after that. Okay, now what is your marital status? So I'm married, I'll select married, press next. So all of these questions you would see are required questions, so you would need to answer them. But when you fill out the actual profile online, not all will be required question. Does your spouse or partner plan to come to Canada with you? Yes, because if they come and if they appear for a language test, you get additional points. Um, is your spouse or partner Canadian citizen or permanent resident? No. Next. Has your spouse or partner studied in Canada full time for 2 years or more? No. Again, you would change your selection based on what your scenario is. Has your spouse or partner worked in Canada full time for 1 year or more? No. Okay. Has your spouse or partner taken an English or French language test? If they have, just select whatever test they have taken. I'll select no in this case. Next. So the results are pretty much here. They provided me a personal reference code here. Make sure you keep this code. Take a printout of this page for future reference. Also, it would give you the steps that you would need to follow. It says based on your answers, you appear to be eligible for express entry. So once you create a profile, it will give you which option are you eligible for. Mostly it is the federal skilled workers program. um, Other than this, you just scroll down, go through the details, and then once you create your profile online, just give this code and you would need not answer these questions again. They would auto populate up for you. That is all for today, people. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments section what you find, which part did you find helpful. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and click on the bell icon and put a thumbs up if you like the video. Also follow our Facebook page and Instagram page, Infectious Travel. Until next time, adios amigos.